Every 65 seconds, someone in the United States develops dementia. This startling statistic brings to light the pervasive impact of this devastating condition, not just in the US but around the globe. Dementia, a broad category of brain diseases, affects millions, with Alzheimer's disease being the most common type. The consequences of these disorders can be heart-wrenching, affecting everything from memory to basic daily functions. But what if the choices we make every day, like the foods we eat, could influence our risk of developing dementia? Emerging research suggests a strong link between diet and cognitive health. Certain foods, it turns out, might be more than just bad for your waistline. They could also be contributing to cognitive decline. As we prepare to dive into this topic, we'll explore how what's on your plate might impact your brain's health. From processed meats to sugary drinks, some foods have been linked to an increased risk of dementia. Stay tuned as we count down the top 10 foods you might want to avoid to keep your brain healthy. Starting our list at number 10, processed meats. When you think about processed meats, images of sizzling bacon, juicy sausages, and piled high deli sandwiches might come to mind. Tempting as they may be, these foods aren't just a treat for your taste buds, they could also be impacting your brain health. Processed meats like these are often preserved with chemicals such as nitrites or nitrates, which under certain conditions can transform into compounds called nitrosamines. Research, including studies published in reputable journals, has indicated that these nitrosamines are linked to an increased risk of developing dementia. The concern is that these compounds can lead to oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain, both of which are potential pathways to cognitive decline. So, while that bacon breakfast might start your day off with a bang, it's worth considering the long-term effects on your brain health. Next, a staple in many diets, but not as innocent as you think. At number 9, we have white bread. Now, on the surface, white bread might just seem like a harmless staple of breakfast tables and lunchboxes. However, lurking beneath that soft, fluffy exterior is a less savory truth. White bread is made from refined carbohydrates, which can wreak havoc on your body, particularly your brain. When you eat white bread, your body breaks it down into sugar, leading to rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. These spikes aren't just a concern for those monitoring their waistlines. They also pose a significant threat to brain health. Elevated blood sugar levels can lead to inflammation throughout the body, including the brain. This inflammation is a known risk factor for developing dementia. Furthermore, the simplicity of the carbohydrates in white bread means they offer little in terms of nutritional value or sustenance, potentially displacing other more nutritious options that could better support brain health. But it's not just what's in your sandwich that matters, it's also what's on it. Scene script. Sliding in at number 8 is margarine. Often seen as a healthier alternative to butter, margarine can be deceptive. The primary concern here is the presence of trans fats, which are notorious for their role in promoting oxidative stress and inflammation within the brain. These processes are key contributors to the development of dementia. The buttery spread might seem benign, but its ingredients could be subtly compromising your brain health. Let's turn up the heat with our next food. Frying its way to number 7, fried foods. When it comes to comfort food, few things beat the crispy golden allure of fried foods. However, these crunchy delights carry a hidden risk. They're packed with advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which are compounds that form when food is cooked at high temperatures. These AGEs are not just tough on your waistline, they wreak havoc on brain cells too, accelerating cognitive decline and contributing to dementia. What's sweeter than sugar but just as dangerous? Our next contender. Or, at number 6, artificial sweeteners sneak onto our list. While they're often chosen as a calorie-free alternative to sugar, the implications of artificial sweeteners on brain health are stirring concern. Recent research suggests these sugar substitutes might not be as benign as once thought. Studies indicate that artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame and sucralose, may disrupt the body's natural ability to regulate glucose. This disruption is problematic because stable glucose levels are crucial for brain health. When the body struggles to manage glucose effectively, it can affect cognitive functions. The brain, an energy-intensive organ, relies heavily on glucose for fuel. Any inconsistency in this fuel supply can impair cognitive processes, including memory and learning. Over time, these disruptions could potentially heighten the risk of developing conditions like dementia. Moreover, some scientists believe that artificial sweeteners might alter gut bacteria, which plays a significant role in overall health, including brain health. This alteration could further complicate the body's glucose management and contribute to cognitive decline. From sweet to salty, our next food is a common snack. Crunching in at number 5, potato chips. These crispy snacks are not just a guilty pleasure, they're a potential hazard in disguise. Laden with high amounts of sodium and trans fats, potato chips don't just challenge your waistline but your brain health too. Regular consumption can lead to hypertension and increase the risk of stroke, both of which are significant risk factors for developing dementia. It's a crunchy conundrum where flavor battles with future health concerns. A favorite beverage may not be as benign as you think. Pouring in at number 4, sugary drinks. When it comes to quenching our thirst, many often reach for sodas, sports drinks, or sweetened teas. But did you know these sugary sips could be subtly sabotaging your brain health? Research has shown a startling correlation between high sugar intake from beverages and significant changes in brain structure, including reduced overall brain volume and a smaller hippocampus, which is critical for memory. So, how does sugar wield its harmful effects? Consuming large amounts of sugar can lead to high blood glucose levels which, over time, might damage blood vessels. This vascular damage reduces the blood flow to the brain, impairing brain function and potentially contributing to the development of dementia. Moreover, frequent spikes in blood sugar may increase inflammation throughout the body, including the brain. This inflammation can exacerbate the decline in cognitive functions, making everyday tasks increasingly challenging. The next food might just surprise you. Carving its way to number 3, red meat. Often celebrated for its robust flavor and high protein content, red meat, however, carries with it some concerns when it comes to brain health. Let's delve into how this popular dietary choice can impact our cognitive functions. Studies suggest a link between heavy consumption of red meat and an increase in iron levels in the brain. While iron is crucial for cognitive development and function, excessive amounts can lead to a condition known as brain iron accumulation. This condition has been associated with Alzheimer's disease, where it may catalyze the production of harmful oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a key player in the degeneration of brain cells, leading to memory loss and a decline in cognitive abilities. The high levels of saturated fats found in red meat can also contribute to this, compounding the risk of developing dementia. As we continue to explore foods that might influence cognitive health, it's crucial to consider how diet plays a role in our overall brain function. Our next food is often demonized in health circles, and for good reason. Fast and furious at number 2, fast food. Fast food, a global staple for quick and convenient meals, hides a less savory truth beneath its appealing facade. While many turn to these quick bites for their speed and ease, the regular consumption of fast food can lead to more than just an expanding waistline. It significantly impacts brain health. The typical fast food meal is laden with trans fats, excessive sodium, and sugars, all of which are linked to poor cognitive function. These unhealthy fats and additives contribute to the formation of brain plaques, which are notorious for their role in the development of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Moreover, the lack of essential nutrients such as antioxidants, fibers, and omega-3 fatty acids in fast foods means the brain is deprived of the components necessary for maintaining healthy neuron function. The convenience of fast food is undeniably attractive, but the cost to cognitive health is high, making it a significant concern in discussions about diet and dementia. Finally, the number 1 food linked to an increased risk of dementia is, and at number 1, perhaps surprisingly, is cheese. Now, cheese is a beloved staple in many diets around the globe, cherished for its rich flavors and creamy textures. Yet it's not all good news when it comes to our cognitive health. Recent studies have begun to draw a connection between certain types of cheese and the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. The primary concern here revolves around cheeses high in saturated fats. These saturated fats are known to contribute to the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques in the brain, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. This process can be exacerbated by high-fat dairy products, which some of us consume daily without a second thought. It's particularly the hard, full-fat cheeses like cheddar and Parmesan that are under scrutiny. It's important to note that moderation is key. Occasional cheese consumption is unlikely to be harmful, but it's the excessive daily intake that could pose a risk. That rounds up our top 10 foods that could increase the risk of dementia. We've navigated through foods that might impact your cognitive health more than you realized. From the everyday temptation of cheese, the convenience of fast food, to the subtle inclusion of artificial sweeteners in our drinks and foods. We've covered processed meats, white bread, margarine, fried foods, and even those seemingly harmless potato chips and sugary drinks. Each item on this list carries its own risks, And awareness is the first step towards better health. But what's next? Knowing is only half the battle. The choices we make at the dining table can either be steps toward longevity or towards decline. It's crucial to embrace a balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Always remember, your personal health conditions are unique. Consulting with healthcare providers can offer tailored dietary advice that aligns perfectly with your health needs. Did any foods on this list surprise you? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content.